Welcome back, everybody. This is the first video after the holidays, and it's one of my special ones because it's the first one after the holidays. We are going to talk about how to sell your services through Instagram stories without actually selling. So without pretending that we're selling and shoving everything down everybody's throat, we're going to talk about how to sell without selling. My name is Natasha Rajabova. I'm an owner of QSI Social and creator of Original Lead to Client system. What is the point of a story, an Instagram story? The point of an Instagram story is to tell a story or showcase your life. And that is very true for lifestyle bloggers and influencers. We are talking about real estate agents. And for real estate agents, the point of a story is to showcase your services, sell your services, as well as establish your authority and expertise. Let's be honest. We don't have an actual product to sell. Well, we do. It's properties. But at the end of the day, we need to be selling yourself. You are the service. You are the business. People work with you. And through the stories, by establishing your authority and expertise, you can definitely showcase to people who you really are, and they can connect with you on a completely different level. I know there are a lot of you out there right now thinking, well, I don't want to show my face in stories. I don't like to be showcasing my life, what I eat, and everything around it. I'm a very private person. That's okay. You can still reap rewards from Instagram stories, but still maintain your privacy. And I'll show you ways to do that. Now, in this video, I will not be going through actual topics that you should be posting about in your stories. I'm actually going to talk about things that you need to include in your daily stories. Yes, I say daily, because in order to reap rewards from stories on Instagram and actually sell your services through stories, you need to be very active through stories. And there are different ways of how you can do it. You can schedule your stories ahead of time, but when you are creating your stories, please think about all the following 4 points that I'll be talking about right now. The first thing that you need to include in your stories and selling your services through your stories is selling through emotional triggers and pain points. In this video, in the comments, I actually included the video that I did before on emotional triggers and pain points, and actually buying through the transformation. And the transformation is you are showcasing the opportunity for transformation and change. So if you can showcase through your stories how you get people from point A of actually just thinking about buying or selling a house and to the point B where they achieved a certain thing by buying or selling their home, and you showcase the emotional triggers that made people buy or sell their home, people are going to trust you more. When it comes to pain points, you need to showcase through your stories how with your services and your expertise and authorities, you are eliminating those pain points. You are covering them up by offering your services. And, any decision that we make out there, whether it's to buy something through Amazon or buy or sell our home, there is a trigger that makes us do it. There's an emotional trigger. And especially in buying and selling a home, there are tons of emotional triggers. And in the video that I dropped in the comments, you can definitely look at some of the emotional triggers that make people buy or sell real estate. If you understand an emotional trigger of your clients and you transmit that through stories, people will have trust in you. People will buy and sell through you and use your services. So it's very important to showcase how you understand the emotional triggers and you understand the pain points, and you can definitely let people know that you are able to get them from point A to point B and be very successful at it. The second thing that you need to include in your stories is actually talk about your services. Because if you're not talking about your services in stories, how do people know what you do? Obviously, they might assume that you do real estate, but there's tons of realtors out there. So what makes you different? What type of services do you offer? Why you are better than the next agent out there? What is so different about the way that you offer your services? Because every single agent has their little, I would say, differentiation point, that they do things different than the next agent. And that is that little, I would say, diamond that you need to talk about in your stories. Showcase that you are busy, showcase that you are selling homes, showcase that you are offering these services on top of your real estate services. So maybe it's the moving trucks, or I know an agent who is offering vacations for if a person buys a certain type of home. Whatever it is. So if you're not talking about your services in your stories, nobody will know what it is that you do and how good you are at doing these things. The third thing that you need to include in your stories are testimonials, cases, objections, all these little things, the success stories. If people don't know how great you are, if you're not talking about it, if you're shy to talk about it, again, how do people know that you're really good agent? All these things make or break your, I would say, selling in through your Instagram stories. Because at the end of the day, people gravitate towards success stories. They gravitate towards the testimonials. And even if you talk about objections and you successfully counteract that objection, and people understand that, you know what, you are an expert in your industry, they will gravitate towards you more, start asking you questions, and then you can take that conversation from Instagram into the real life. So answering people questions, showcasing your success stories, and maybe sometimes showcasing your failures, and that shows people that you are a real person. You make mistakes. Sometimes you're not a Superman. There are some things that you just can't do or unable to do, and that realness is that what makes people understand that you are true person. You are not there's nothing fake about you. We all make mistakes, we all have our failures, but we also have our successes. And the last thing that you need to include in your stories is the storyline, life, behind the scenes. That's when I said, you remember how I said in the beginning, well, if you're a private person, you can still keep your privacy. And that's still true. You can still showcase your life without actually showing your face in stories, or, maybe flashing it sometimes, but just showcasing that there is a life behind this facade of a realtor, right? There you are walking around, maybe door knocking, you're putting a for sale sign, a sold sign, you are at a restaurant in a meeting, when we're allowed to do that, you are presenting offers, you are collecting offers, all these things. This is a life of a real estate agent. And even showcasing that, you know what, you went to an offer presentation today and there were 15 offers and you lost. So this is a storyline that people need to, people would like to learn more about. And even if you lost, what are the insights that you can share with your audience that, you know what, go with a strong offer. Maybe if you're not comfortable with the price, don't go with that price. So give some insights into maybe winning their next offer. Again, that showcases that you are a true person. That's number one. It also showcases, number two, your authority and expertise, that even if you lose an offer or your client loses an offer, that's okay. There's still steps that you can take in order to win the next offer. So offering some insights, life, behind the scenes, these are the things that will connect you with your audience. So here you go. I just went through 4 things that you need to include in your stories in order to sell through stories, but actually without selling. So if you like this video, like it, leave a comment if you agree with these points or if you're actually using them right now, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new videos that are coming out on a weekly basis. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.